Dishonored 2 is nearly here, and now's a good time to find out more on the different playstyles we've been hearing about since E3. If you're scratching your head, here's a quick catch-up. You know that little girl that you, as Corvo, were trying to save in the original game? You know, the one who did or didn't turn into a terrifying dictator, depending on how firmly you grasp the concept of non-lethal stealth? Yep, that one. The one I'm talking about. Well, turns out she's all good now despite your best efforts, and players of Dishonored 2 have the choice of playing as Emily or reprising the role as Corvo. But you won't choose who to play as solely on how well they rock a well-fitted jacket. Instead, each character has their own playstyle, weapons, and powers. Before we jump right in, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Stochedical for sponsoring this video. Without them, it would not be possible, and big ups to them for supporting local YouTube. That's really cool of them. So if you're a fan of Dishonored, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more gaming content. Let's jump right in. Style. As far as I can tell for now, it seems that the differences between Corvo and Emily as far as style goes is subtle. Dishonored 2, much like the original, lends itself to a stealth mode of play, even if your kill count is accidentally, or purposefully, through the roof. With a dark tone and a game chock full of nooks and crannies, it's not likely that either of the characters were made to embrace the guns blazing, live fast, die young lifestyle. That said, game director Harvey Smith was quoted saying that Emily executes her skills with more finesse. From that, we can deduce that she might have a more polished and possibly more stealthy approach than good old Corvo. Then again, it looks as if her answer to Corvo's blink has her fully visible, whereas Corvo gets to remain as hidden like the good goth that he is, because goths like to hide in public. Maybe a closer look at their powers will get us a little bit further here. Powers. Emily is equipped with 5 banging powers called Far Reach, Domino, Doppelganger, Mesmerize, and Shadow Walk. Basically, Emily's Far Reach is her best effort at steampunk Spider-Man crossplay. Helping Em traverse the coastal city of Karnaca, Far Reach allows her to shoot out a tendril to reach areas she wouldn't be able to without this freaky power. From the game's trailers, it looks like Far Reach has probably, and unsurprisingly, a further reach than Corvo's Blink. If you're not au fait with Blink, it's Corvo's returning ability that helps him teleport short distances. It's a pretty groovy play that keeps the suspense hyped up when using it to escape enemies. It's going to be great to see how differences between Far Reach and Blink affect the story missions. Next up is Emily's Domino effect, which allows her to link bad guys together so that whatever she does to one enemy, she also does to all the others. This might take a little more time planning, but looks like it makes for a satisfying end to entire groups of thugs at a time. In contrast, Corvo's Swarm power, where he summons a bunch of hungry rats, is less planned and more like, oh my gosh, I hope this works. So there's Emily's precision coming through, I guess. She seems to be a good option if you're going for a specific chaos rating and aren't throwing the dice this time round. Doppelganger is my favorite of Emily's powers. Used correctly, it's going to give players more than a few badass moments. The ability works by creating a clone of Emily that can be used to distract enemies, and when paired with Domino, can also potentially kill them if you pull the Prestige vibe on them and end your body double's brief life. If you haven't watched Prestige, watch it. It's a good movie. When guards defeat your double, they'll also believe threats to be neutralized, keeping you on your stealth game, which is genius. Corvo's equivalent is possession, which allows him to possess animals and humans for a short period of time, hopefully allowing you to escape imminent threat. Not quite as neatly executed as Emily again, but still super effective, again ramping up the suspense by keeping the action close and the cover in short bursts. Next up is Emily's Mesmerize, which puts enemies in a distracted dream state, and don't we love our bad guys all distracted like? This power can roughly be compared to Corvo's Bend Time that helps him to slow or stop time depending on level of skill. Finally, there's Emily's Shadow Walk, which turns Emily into a cloud of smoke somewhat miraculously. This helps her to move around more stealthy and access parts of the map she wouldn't normally be able to get to, like an air vent, because you have to be a gas to get into an air vent. This power doesn't have a corresponding one in Corvo's arsenal, but Corvo's last remaining power, Dark Vision, also aids in stealth. Acting a bit like a type of Eagle Vision from the Assassin's Creed series, Dark Vision lets Corvo see objects through walls and alerts him to whatever sounds he might be making with those well-worn boots. It's pretty nifty. The Lowdown. So after all of that, it seems like Emily is Corvo, but with some XP in finishing school. Like if Corvo went to Hilton or Bishop's instead of frequenting dockside pubs. While Corvo's powers do seem to invite more close-handed trouble, both characters lend themselves to some stealthy goodness, or not, depending on what you're into. Let me know which is your favorite character to start with in the comments below, and check the top right-hand corner of this video for more on the game and my interview with Harvey Smith from E3. I did that. Smash the like button if you dug this video, and I'll see you in the next one. High five a stranger. Cheers.